The city of Asheville still scrambling to get the water back on. At least 38,000 people in the city and in South Buncombe County are affected, and that includes homes and businesses.
Officials held two press conferences today and gave a major update. As of noon, we can tell you the water production facility there in the southern part of the county is back online and is producing water, but it is on a reduced capacity.
Fox County's Arthur Mondale has been in Asheville all day as well as yesterday, covering the story extensively. And so now, Arthur, as far as those press conferences today, what else have we been able to learn from the city?
It's going to take about 48 hours, according to officials, to get water restored to 38,000 customers. But it's not like just flipping a light switch. Me and my photojournalist, we ran into three different types of customers you're dealing with. You're dealing with those with wells who seemed, well, very unconcerned, those without wells who are adjusting, and those without wells who say this never should have happened. One of those type actually showed up to one of these press conferences.
Might be more of a struggle to other people than us, but yeah, we're working with it.
Victor and Jennifer Diaz have been shopping for water since Tuesday.
That's our way to wash our hands, flush toilets, cook, do whatever we need with water.
They're also thinking of their fellow neighbors.
It was unfortunate to see people take water that belonged, baby water. It was a little sad, but I understand the situation.
A water situation officials spoke twice about on Wednesday.
Folks want an ETA. When is that water going to come back out of my faucet? And the answer is we can't precisely tell you. We can tell you today that Mills River plant is gradually going to be brought back online. That is the hope. But we also know that we have to be very careful in bringing the system back so that we don't create any greater harm. We also ensure the water is safe to drink as we bring it back online.
And during Wednesday's press conference, officials weren't the only people in attendance.
I think it was about 3 days too late.
John Nicolay believes officials haven't been open enough about the strategy to get water back to the 38,000 people impacted.
Hope is not a strategy for anything. These are engineering things. There can be solid reasons why something went wrong, and things do go wrong, get that. But there can be more specificity to these things, and the public deserves that, and in a timely way.
According to officials, it was a culmination of several mainline water leaks, private breaks, higher consumption of water from the public, and a failure at the Mills River intake plant, which produces water for South Buncombe County and South Asheville.
So when it went offline, it was not of immediate concern because the system has been able to be sustained without it for long periods of time. In fact, council wasn't even made aware because it wasn't considered an emergency situation on December 24th. It wasn't until later when the usage in the system skyrocketed past, as I understand it, past what even a normal level would be, that it became clear that without that facility, there wasn't going to be enough water in the system to supply customers.
During the first press conference, officials were pressed on the extreme cold and their preparedness for impacts to 1,700 miles of water lines.
We were prepared. Almost a month ago, we went through our incident command training.
Water Department Director David Melton was also pressed on the region's growth and preparedness for other incidents in the future.
We're at about 50% of our rated capacity at this point, so we're absorbing that growth and we're okay. There's state regulations in place. When you get to 80% of your capacity, you have to start planning for expansion at that point in time. So right now we're okay. As mentioned, this was just unprecedented.
Melton says with the Southern Water Facility back online as of noon Wednesday, people living closest to it should see their water restored first. But this brings little immediate relief for many businesses and residents.
I don't run the city. You don't run the city. Other people are paid to run the city. And when things happen, they should be prepared.
So again, restoration will take at least 2 days. If you're in need of water, you're asked to call 211. That line remains open until 7 p.m. tonight and reopens tomorrow at 9 a.m. Reporting live in downtown Asheville, Arthur Mondale, Fox Carolina News.